now.
Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 10. I'm Nate Myhock. Thanks for sticking with us after the Olympics. After some time away, the Eagle River Pond Hockey Championships are finally back. And while it should be another great year, a wintry challenge lies ahead, especially as more snowfall continues to hit the area. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson has more on how crews are prepping for this event.
It's old school hockey. It's the original way people played.
18 rinks, 2,000 players, 3,000 pucks, and a lot of competition.
We're pumped. We're ready.
The Eagle River Pond Hockey Championships return to Dollar Lake. 2 years ago, the ice conditions weren't right, so the tournament was moved to the Derby track. Last year, the pandemic meant no pond hockey at all, but 2022 is bringing players back to the lake.
We're just happy to be back here on the lake. We love this town. It's kind of a home away from home. Great group of volunteers that help us get ready for this, and we're just excited to be here.
This year with a different challenge.
So they'll be working all day to make sure these rinks are clear. The fire department will flood this afternoon to try and even out some of that ice surface, hopefully before more snow comes in.
Eagle River is expected to get 2 to 4 inches from now until puck drop Friday at 8 a.m. Luckily, there's people for this.
These guys will come back out. Typically, they'll be out here pretty early tomorrow morning before puck drop at 8 to make sure that they can get the ice surfaces ready for all the teams.
Players are just glad to be back on the ice this year.
It's pond hockey. We're out here. You have to drive through the woods to get down to the lake. This is traditionally how you grew up. A lot of us grew up playing hockey, and I think that's kind of what makes it special. It takes hockey right back to its roots. So that's why we work so hard to make it happen on the lake.
Reporting for Newswatch 12 in Eagle River, I'm Morgan Johnson.
Well, Jeff, it's definitely going to be a scenic type of weekend for some pond hockey. What can we expect?
Well, the snow showers out there now are winding down now. A very quick moving system working across Wisconsin right now. It's about done with north central Wisconsin though. Just some light flurries and drizzle back over this way, moving our way for the rest of tonight. And then the wind's going to pick up. We'll have blowing and drifting snow tonight into tomorrow. Here's visibility where the heaviest snow is falling now. Eagle River, 1.5 miles or so, but most of this, or the heaviest snow, has now pushed off into Michigan. We have leftover light snow and flurries out there for the rest of this evening. Okay, so another maybe a half inch or so tonight, and then we're done, followed by our next chance for snow getting in here after the weekend. But here's the wind now. Out of the south, around 15. That's going to switch out of the northwest later on tonight and usher in colder temperatures tomorrow and also blow and drift the new snow. So our forecast then tonight, though, is snow ending, some freezing drizzle out there. Temperatures actually rising to near 30 by sunrise. Your full forecast is coming up. Nate.
Thank you, Jeff. Multiple fire crews responded to a structure fire in the town of Spencer this afternoon. According to reports, the fire was located on Abe Lincoln Drive, and crews from Spencer were the first to arrive. Shortly afterwards, they radioed for backup from the Stratford and McMillan fire departments. As of now, we have yet to hear what started the blaze, but it did appear to have started in the garage of the building. We also don't know if there were any injuries yet, but we'll keep you updated as we learn more. And earlier tonight, an accident occurred on U.S. Highway 45 near Sunnyside Road in Anago. This crash happened around 7 p.m. tonight, and it closed both lanes of traffic. The Langlade County Sheriff Department is recommending that people heading south follow County Highway X to Highway G to get around the wreck. And for those heading north, they suggest just simply reverting this route. So far, there's no information on any injuries. Now, whether you're a hobbyist or a serious maple syrup producer, there is no doubt that the season for harvesting sap is approaching quickly, and some in the area are already getting started. Joe Pollock of Maple Hollow, that's east of Merrill, says this quick season is just about here.
We try to be ready by the last week of February, and sometimes it'll stretch into later April, but usually season lasts 3 to 5 weeks.
Pollock says getting syrup from local businesses is a great choice, especially in comparison to other store-bought products, which tend to not even have maple in them.
It has artificial flavoring, and most of the stuff in the store that's called maple syrup doesn't have maple in it, so you just have to read your label.
While harvesters like Pollock are starting now, there is still time for you to maybe tap your maple trees at least before daytime temperatures start reaching 40 to 50 degrees. A Rhinelander city meeting turned heated this week. Many Rhinelander firefighters spoke out against city administration during a council work session on Tuesday. Firefighters voiced displeasure about the removal of the assistant chief position, the attempt to remove the deputy chief from the union, and a general lack of transparency from city administration. But it wasn't just firefighters who had complaints. Other city employees also expressed dissatisfaction with the administration. Mayor Chris Frederickson told WJFW that the city has been transparent and is open to bringing back the deputy chief position in the fire department. The Arbor Vitae Fire Department has announced a new initiative to train the next generation of firefighters. They have created the Citizens Fire Academy that will cover fire and rescue training over the course of 6 weeks this spring. Community members are welcome to join, and the course is meant to be informational and provide basic skills to those who attend. CPR training will be included, as well as lessons on how to use an AED. There are 12 spots included, and registration will be on a first-come, first-served basis. Those instructions will be given free of charge. The Wisconsin Tech Summit will be hosting up-and-coming companies at Lambeau Field on March 14th. Large firms like American Family Insurance, JP Morgan, Kimberly-Clark, and the Marshfield Clinic Health System will be in attendance. This event gives smaller businesses a chance to network with these bigger companies. The summit will have an emphasis on technology and innovation. The deadline to enroll is Monday, February 21st. Nicolet College has completed its work on the Birchwood Center with a $2.2 million upgrade. That money is going towards a state-of-the-art training facility for students who are looking for work as electromechanical technology welders, industrial maintenance mechanics, industrial electronic technicians, or industrial mechanical technicians. A public tour of the new facility will be held on Wednesday, February 16th. 5 people in Fond du Lac County will be charged with felony voter fraud. The district attorney, Eric Toney, said the 5 individuals illegally registered to vote by using a post office box as their address. Of the 5 who are charged, only 3 of them voted in the 2020 presidential election. The DA said that some of the people who were charged did not have stable addresses, and while they are allowed to vote, they cannot claim a P.O. box as a residence. At his press conference, Toney did not make any indication that those who are charged happened to cast more than one vote. He also openly stated that these charges had, quote, nothing to do with the fraudulent claims in the 2020 election. According to one criminal complaint, one of the 5 charged told investigators that, quote, the candidate she voted for didn't win, so it didn't matter anyway.
One of the challenges that we see for our clerks is people would wonder, well, why wouldn't the clerk catch this? Well, that's because on the registration form, it's not being listed as a P.O. box. It appears like it might be an apartment or a condo, and that makes it difficult for the clerk to understand that that's not an actual residence.
And the race for Wisconsin's governor had another entry today. Republican lawmaker Timothy Ramthun of Campbellsport has put his name in the ring. Ramthun has gotten support from former President Donald Trump and MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell. The Wisconsin Republican has been vocal about what he believes was election fraud in the 2020 presidential election. He proposed polling the state's electoral votes on multiple occasions following Joe Biden's victory. And during that time, Rathman has butted heads with Assembly Speaker Robin Vos regarding that same issue. On his website, Ramthun said he would call for a full audit of the upcoming November election, regardless of the outcome. Ramthun filed his paperwork to run on Thursday and is planning a rally in Kewaskum this weekend. One person has died as a result of an outbreak of listeria linked to packaged salad produced by Dole. According to the CDC, 17 people in 13 states have been infected with the disease. 13 have been hospitalized and 2 have died, including 1 in Wisconsin. And the DHS wants to make sure that individuals are cleaning their refrigerator if any contact has been made with one of the recalled products. A federal judge restored endangered species protections for the gray wolf on Thursday. Under the Trump administration, gray wolves were taken off the list and subject to hunting. The ruling restores federal protections for wolves in the lower 48 states outside of the northern Rockies. A spokesperson for the environmental group Defenders of Wildlife says they are thrilled about the ruling, and Interior Secretary Deb Haaland has previously supported the idea, writing that she wants gray wolves to, quote, survive and thrive in the wild. After the break on Newswatch 12, the committee investigating the January 6th attack on the Capitol is taking a long look at Donald Trump. We'll give you an update on that investigation next. But first, Jeff is in with your full forecast.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Stone Innovations, Rhinelander and Plover.
Did you know that Central Wisconsin's largest farm show just got better? Over 120 booths, 60 pieces of machinery, awesome food, prizes, and more. It's Wednesday, February 16th and Thursday, February 17th at your Marshfield Mall. See you there.
Hi, I'm Shai with Next Step Prosthetics. We've expanded and moved into our new location next to Walmart in Marshfield. We've also added to our team certified prosthetist orthotist Chris and Max, our physical therapist, specializing in prosthetic technology. You have a choice where you go for prosthetic care. Walking with you on the road to recovery is why we're here. We guarantee you'll see a certified practitioner with every visit. Why wait another day? Call to set up your free, no obligation evaluation. Let's take the next step together toward a better life.
Our local shelters have lots of furry friends in need of loving homes. Watch Newswatch 12 today, every Friday morning, to see a new cuddly cat or dog ready for you to adopt. Homeward Bound on Newswatch 12 today is sponsored by Paws and Claws.
Don't miss the Northwoods Blizzard Blast at Conover Community Park Saturday, February 19th. It's a flurry of winter fun for everyone. Sleigh rides, recliner races, kids carnival, dog sled, giant ski races, and more. The Northwoods Blizzard Blast, February 19th.
Teachers are truly unsung heroes, building up the next generation of leaders. We should celebrate them. I'm Dan Hagan.
And I'm Jeff Weller with Newswatch 12. We are excited to announce it's time to nominate teachers for the Golden Apple Awards, proudly presented by the Rhinelander Partners in Education.
You can nominate those teachers by going to RhinelanderPie.com. Nominations are due by February 28th.
So let's celebrate teachers and recognize all of what they do.
Did you know that Central Wisconsin's largest farm show just got better? Over 120 booths, 60 pieces of machinery, awesome food, prizes, and more. It's Wednesday, February 16th and Thursday, February 17th at your Marshfield Mall. See you there.
All right, the snow out there now is starting to wind down. Almost 4 inches here in Rhinelander, 2 inches near Wausau. So overall, this thing is doing what it's supposed to do, but a little bit of snow yet to get through tonight before we get a break in the action tomorrow. All right, so here's visibility where the heaviest snow is reaching the ground. Still in Rhinelander, less than a mile visibility and back toward Medford. This is all moving this way very quickly. The bulk of the heaviest snow is way over here now. That was like 2 hours ago around here, and we are pretty much done with that. There could be a little bit of freezing drizzle out there tonight, so get ready for that. It doesn't take much to make it very slippery with freezing drizzle across the area. All right, so going forward snowfall-wise, looking at maybe an inch or so northeastern, far northeast parts of Wisconsin. The rest of us, though, are pretty much done with this thing as it is winding down out there right now. Then the second side of the story, right? The wind out of the south right now, that's actually going to rise temperatures tonight up near 30 by tomorrow morning, but then the low is going to track right over Lake Superior, turn the wind out of the northwest and get really gusty tomorrow morning. The snow out there now is a light fluffy snow, so blowing and drifting snow pretty much all day long. Tomorrow still out there is our winter weather advisory. This is for the snow that fell and also the wind that's going to now blow the snow around into tomorrow morning. So your commute tomorrow is going to be a little bit messy with snow covered roadways for sure. All right, so here's the satellite picture getting out of here. Futurecast shows the low pulling away. The low is about right there, about 2:30 or so. That pulls to our east. Behind it, the wind kind of picks up out of the northwest. Look what else that does. It picks up moisture off Lake Superior, and we're in for a pretty good lake effect snow event beginning tomorrow morning and lingering into tomorrow night. Go Gibbet Grange, on Ontonagon, and maybe getting to Vilas County as well. This all kind of pulls out of here tomorrow evening, and then the cold air arrives. We're talking about single-digit high temperatures on Saturday. So the Great Lakes are wide open ice coverage-wise, about 30% ice covered but most of that is on Lake Erie and Lake Huron. So overall, Lake Superior is about wide open right now. So if we get cold air over that, a northwest wind picks up that moisture, rise in terrain, of course, getting into our neck of the woods, and then you get some lake effect snow. And it's going to be a good one tomorrow up across the UP border. We're talking maybe up to a foot along the immediate southern shore of Lake Superior tomorrow morning into tomorrow night. All right, the other side of the story are temperatures. So winter is here, but kind of spring across the south and Midwest today. 60s degree temperatures there. So between the two, they're kind of fighting it out. The cold air is going to win this time around again. We'll have highs tomorrow near 30, but dropping through the afternoon. Right now, we're at 21 in Rhinelander, 19 Leona, 26 for Point. These are going to rise overnight tonight near 30. The front's going to come through and really drop temperatures off tomorrow evening. We'll have lows down below 0 and then not recover much at all Saturday. We're talking high temperatures near 6 on Saturday and then a slow climb back up into the low 30s by Tuesday into Wednesday. So our forecast then tonight, though, is the snow out there now is beginning to wind down. Low temperatures down near 21, but then rising after midnight with the south wind that's kind of gusty around 25 to 30. For tomorrow, it's Friday. It's cloudy and windy tomorrow. That northwest wind will occasionally gust near 30 miles per hour as this temperature drops through the afternoon. We're talking teens by sunset tomorrow and a couple of flurries out there and heavier lake effect snow further north. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by North Furniture and Mattress shows tomorrow. All right, kind of messy, right? Saturday, cold, 6, lows down near 14 below. Sunday, dry, 12. There's Valentine's Day with high temperatures near 19. Nate?
Thank you, Jeff. The House committee investigating the January 6th insurrection has gone through several of the White House documents that they have in their possession. So far, there are no call records to or from President Trump as the violence unfolded on Capitol Hill. Lawmakers were expecting to find logs about calls between Trump and GOP members. Those have been widely reported. However, Trump was known to use personal cell phones, which could account for why there is no record. Meanwhile, Trump has denied mishandling documents after it was reported that he would sometimes flush papers down the toilet at the White House. In a forthcoming book, an investigative journalist wrote that staff in the White House found a clogged toilet in his bathroom on more than one occasion. Inside would be clumped pieces of wet printed paper, but Trump has said these claims are categorically untrue. However, Republican Senator Mitt Romney is concerned about what could be missing.
We don't know precisely what's been lost and what will be able to be recovered. And as I said before, he has a long list of things he's done that I consider to be very detrimental to the nation. And I add this to the list. I don't put it at the top of the list. It's more down towards the bottom, given the other things that for which he was impeached and for which I voted to remove him from office. Yeah.
States are now getting the green light to build a network of electric vehicle charging stations across the country. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg and Energy Secretary Jennifer Granholm joined each other to discuss the $5 billion investment, which is a part of the Biden administration's infrastructure package. The plan will provide $2.5 billion in local grants to fill gaps in the charging network in rural areas and disadvantaged communities that are less likely to own higher-priced electric vehicles. But Buttigieg stretched that those areas would be also benefiting from driving electric cars, saying they're cheaper to own over time. Homeland Security is warning that vaccine mandate protests, similar to the ones in Canada, could soon erupt in the United States. And that's as the Freedom Convoy blocks another artery between the United States and Canada. Jen Sullivan has the latest.
Ambassador Bridge toll booths sit empty at the busiest international crossing in North America Thursday. Freedom Convoy protesters have now cut off access to 3 U.S.-Canada border crossings in Michigan, North Dakota, and Montana on the Canadian side of the border, disrupting economic resources flowing in between the two nations. In the Canadian capital of Ottawa, where the police chief says the city's core remains under siege.
We have shower, we have bathroom, we have food. We have propane, like, a lot. Yeah, so we ain't moving from here.
Dozens of protesters disrupted traffic at the Ottawa International Airport for about 2 hours Thursday morning, circling the airport's arrivals and departure terminals. The Canadian government is now sending additional Royal Canadian Mounted Police to assist with several protest locations in the country.
The more resources, the more reinforcements, the safer and quicker we can end this unlawful and unsafe demonstration.
Now, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security is warning law enforcement across the United States that a convoy of truckers protesting vaccine mandates, similar to the protests in Canada, could soon erupt in the U.S., potentially impacting the Super Bowl in President Biden's State of the Union address.
We are watching this very closely.
I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
This is the purpose-built Ford F-150. It's a beast with brains. You know what? Skip this video. Go see one at the auto show.
It's auto show time, the best time to buy a Ford F-150 with ways to power up this and that. Work smarter. Muscle for most anything. Plus, special auto show offers to help you bring one home today. Order your F-150 during auto show to lock in this special flex buy offer. Plus, get an extra $1,000 retail order bonus.
At Sani, we've got everything you need and nothing you don't. We're made for America, and we believe you deserve the best service timed with the best equipment. Our machines are designed to perform, built to endure, and we've got service that's local for minimal downtime, backed by the industry's top warranty. With Sani, fully loaded is the new standard.
Get your Sani machine at Scandinavian Forestry Equipment in Wausau.
The White Oak Grill at Chippewa Retreat Resort is open this winter, Thursdays 4 to 9 p.m. and Fridays and Saturdays noon to 9 p.m. Our new casual menu has quick, delicious food made from scratch, no reservations needed. Come on in and sip a hot toddy by a roaring fire and enjoy steak and steak burgers from the Great Wisconsin Steak Company. All 100% grass-fed, including our homemade sirloin steak chili. White Oak Grill on Deer Park Road in Manitowish Waters, just off Snowmobile Trail 8.
Trucks, trucks, trucks. Home Furniture and Design has truck after truck arriving daily with loads of La-Z-Boy furniture. Come in and find a genuine La-Z-Boy recliner, sofa, sectional, or power chair to kick back and relax and take it home with you today. The best recliner available in the world at amazing low prices. And you can pick it out and take it with you today at Home Furniture and Design, West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Coming up on your Friday, we'll be joined by the Langlade County Humane Society for Homeward Bound.
All right, finally some snow moving in too, and it might cause things to get a little goofy on Friday before a sharp cool down begins to move in. More when you tune in on your Friday.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Northwoods Furniture, Eagle River.
Although the Green Bay Packers will not be playing in the big game on Sunday, they did get to enjoy an incredible season from quarterback Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers followed up an MVP season in 2020 with another MVP-worthy performance. With over 4,000 passing yards and 37 touchdowns, Rodgers was named finalist for the MVP award once again. And with the NFL honors being held tonight, we finally learned his fate. Rodgers won the MVP award, his fourth of his career, and also his second in a row. He now sits in second place all time for most MVPs, right behind Peyton Manning. Furthermore, former Packers safety Leroy Butler finally made the Hall of Fame. Butler was a four-time All-Pro selection and helped the team win Super Bowl 31. Team owners will pitch a new contract to Major League Baseball players this weekend, and the head of the league says he's optimistic that this deal might get them back to the diamond. MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred said both sides have already made some agreements on a new contract, and now it's just a matter of hashing out the details. A new contract would end the second longest work stoppage in baseball history, which is now stretched into day 71.
We've agreed to a universal designated hitter and the elimination of draft choice compensation. These changes will improve the free agent market by creating additional jobs that are often filled by veteran players and by actually eliminating the drag from compensation.
When we return on Newswatch 12, we'll tell you how one collegiate summer baseball team lost a valuable member of their organization, and it's not who you would expect. We'll explain after the break.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Furniture and Appliance Mart.
President's Day is the best time to buy furniture, and Slumberland Furniture is having one of their biggest sales of the year.
Wow. Wow is right.
Deals up to 50% off throughout the store. the huge President's Sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Here is your Newswatch 12 Ski and Board Report, brought to you by Ski Rule.
It has been a great winter for snow sports and getting outdoors. Every 4 years, the world gets together to celebrate winter sports. As a third-generation owned company here at Maher Water Corporation, we are happy to celebrate all of the athletes and their achievements. When it comes to your water, we are also proud to provide clean drinking water to all of our customers and their families. So from our family to yours, stay healthy and hydrated, and to all of our athletes,
we're proud of you!
We want to see your big old fish. Go to WJFW.com, click on Big Old Fish under the Contest tab, and upload a photo of you and your latest catch. Then make sure your friends and family watch Newswatch 12 Friday evenings at 6 and 10, and Mondays on Newswatch 12 Today to see your photo featured on our Big Old Fish segment. Not only do you get to show off your superior fishing skills, you're also entered to win a fish mount from Norling Taxidermy Studio. Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
Is your basement broken? Is your crawl space a disaster? Is the concrete around your house sinking or uneven? If the answer is yes, call SureDry, voted best basement waterproofing and foundation repair company across Northeast and Central Wisconsin. We've offered permanent solutions to more than 25,000 satisfied customers since 1994. We've probably fixed your neighbor's basement, crawl space, or concrete, and we'd love to fix yours too. Call SureDry today.
President's Day is the best time to buy furniture and mattresses. And Slumberland Furniture is having one of their biggest sales of the year. Get an 8-inch foam queen mattress for just $222. Slumberland Sleep Solutions. We've reinvented mattress shopping.
You see them at nearly every sporting event you go to. Mascots feel like a part of the game, like the players themselves. And one mascot for a well-known collegiate summer baseball team has had a very unlikely journey. The Portland Pickles costume mascot has gone missing. Joe English explains this wild story.
In the off-season, Dylan T. Pickles travels the world to see how mascots do their thing in other countries, but he doesn't fly first class.
Pickled vegetables and pets have to be in the cargo hold of an airplane. Everyone knows that.
And that's where Dylan ran into trouble. Delta Airlines lost track of him. When they found him, they delivered the bagged pickle costume to the right place, but didn't let the team know until hours later. By that time, the man you see in this Ring doorbell video is suspected of taking off with the mascot. Pickles general manager Ross Campbell thinks the surprise of what's inside that bag might be the thing that brings Dylan back.
I mean, there's a giant pickle staring back at you when you open it up, right? And my thing is, I couldn't keep that a secret. That would be way too much for one man to possess in terms of a secret.
Police are on the case.
Who knows? Who knows where he's going to turn up?
And the team is already getting tips about Dylan on social media.
We don't have any solid evidence yet. We're researching every angle that we're getting. So far, nothing's panned out, but we're still actively investigating everything that comes in.
There's a reward for Dylan's safe return.
I know that I personally will buy someone unlimited pickles at our games if they help me get to the bottom of finding out where he is.
While the team holds out hope the thief won't hold them up for ransom.
That is a terrifying thought. If we do have somebody behind this that is after the pickle, I mean, Dylan's been putting us in a lot of hot water lately, and it's a little salty. That's all I'm saying.
Did you know that Central Wisconsin's largest farm show just got better? Over 120 booths, 60 pieces of machinery, awesome food, prizes, and more. It's Wednesday, February 16th and Thursday, February 17th at your Marshfield Mall. See you there.
At US Cellular, we're local, so we're on the ground every day, working to make sure our 5G network isn't impacted by the local weather.
Now you can get the most out of our 5G network with unlimited data for just $30 a month. Plus, choose any phone from any brand for free. That's right, free, including all 5G phones.
Because we believe you should get more of the latest 5G technology for less of your hard-earned money. All year round.
U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
Teachers are truly unsung heroes, building up the next generation of leaders. We should celebrate them. I'm Dan Hagan.
And I'm Jeff Weller with Newswatch 12. We are excited to announce it's time to nominate teachers for the Golden Apple Awards, proudly presented by the Rhinelander Partners in Education.
You can nominate those teachers by going to RhinelanderPie.com. Nominations are due by February 28th.
So let's celebrate teachers who recognize all of what they do.
Whether it's for work or play, you want a truck that'll get the job done right. We have them all. Half-ton trucks, Power Strokes, Cummins, Duramax, SUVs, over 800 to choose from. Know that all Lenz trucks are fully inspected, certified clean, can be purchased online, and can be delivered right to your door. It's our way of saying thanks to our past and future customers for the last 35 years. Go now to LenzTruck.com.
Lenz Truck.
See your local Northern Wisconsin and UP Ski-Doo dealers.
Did you know that Central Wisconsin's largest farm show just got better? Over 120 booths, 60 pieces of machinery, awesome food, prizes, and more. It's Wednesday, February 16th and Thursday, February 17th at your Marshfield Mall. See you there.
All right, Nate, from missing pickles to clogged presidential toilets, we're going to weather now across the area. We have some snow falling. It's winding down as we speak, but most of us saw about 2 inches to 4 inches of snow from this. It's still snowing, but it's winding down. The heaviest snow is off to our east now, and our 7-day includes some more snow, so probably a little bit of snow late Sunday. But the bigger story here is going to be Saturday high temperatures. Lots of people in town for pond hockey. That's going to be high temperatures back in the single digits.
It's a good thing the beer doesn't freeze, so they can have some fun at that. Thank you, Jeff. Thanks for staying up with us. Have a great rest of your night.